Okay, so this is the old Norseman Point. It used to be a dead-end trail, but Brian has been working diligently trying to get what is referred historically as the old Coast Guard Trail done. So I'm going to try to walk the trail with the video and not trip. So pretty much he's done this in the last 2 weeks. We've had help from one of our friends that came out to stay with us, Paul. But pretty much they've been working with hand tools to get this cleared. Never easy. So this used to be the Norseman Lookout, and it dead-ended here in this pretty little gully. But now we're going to turn right and start walking along the cliff and see what we've got. So this now is going to meander all the way to the bell tower, and Brian's hope, we're here for another week, Brian's hope is to get us all the way to the edge of our property before we go, because next June and July they'll be full of baby seagulls out here. There's the old Norseman head. Let's see if I can bring it in a little bit. He's looking towards Manchester. His neck is on the cliff. His chin is looking towards Manchester by the sea. Okay, here we go. We'll be walking a little bit farther. So again, this has not been easy. You can see how thick the growth is here. A fair amount of poison ivy, but it looks like they've done a great job. And again, all done with hand tools. So just a quick view, we have the tower here. And look how pretty this is. There's the ocean with the Norseman Head, Cape Ann. This really is, they've really rocked this one out. So this is pretty amazing. So as we come along here, we're gonna kind of loop around. Again, a beautiful side of the cliff. So this is coming up to the highest point. The tower is obviously the highest point of Baker's Island. The Coast Guard knew what they were doing, but Brian's got us climbing all the way up the cliff. You can kind of see ahead of us there is where the trail's going to lead us. There's an old crabapple tree that we have to go around, but we're coming around here. And this is here is where we loop back to the Chapman Trail. So there's a couple of ways we can go. If you were to go straight here, it would bring you up to the tower. If we were to go right, it brings us, I don't want to get in the sun, but it brings us to the campground. But now we're heading left. So this is a part of the trail I have not been on. He's done this pretty much yesterday and today. So we'll see what we got. Again, I'm living a little dangerously, not having walked this, and to see if I can do this while holding a video camera. All right, well, this is a little steep. This is going to be a challenge. Not meant for orthopedically challenged people. I guess we're going to rate this as strenuous. Wow. So this is an old crabapple tree. Even in the historic pictures, you can almost see it, that they had to go up around this tree also. But here we go, let's just do another turn. There's Pa Baker in its glory. We're coming around, coming down. Oh, look how pretty. Okay, and then this brings us to, whoa, yep, told ya, video cameras are dangerous. Brings us down all the way to where the bell tower was. The bell tower actually had a wooden structure on it that when a ship was near island in the olden days, before the foghorn, a ship's bell would ring and someone would be standing here on the bell tower to ring back their bell. Not very effective, but that's how it worked in the old days. So this square foundation was the bell tower. Again, an absolutely gorgeous view. So we have Gloucester here as we pan to the left. We have Manchester by the Sea. Here's the back of the Norseman head. He's got some yellow flowers growing out of there now, and of course Great Misery. So Brian's hope, he has one more week to do it, is to leave this side of the bell tower platform and go all the way to the edge of our property. At the moment, the access here will bring us up to the engine house. This is actually the old debris field for Ma Baker, which was the shorter tower here on island. It was 25 foot tall, octagonally encased with wood, and actually was decommissioned June 30th of 1926 and was pushed down the cliff. So most of these rocks, some of them are granite blocks, but most of these rocks are the remnants of Ma Baker. So I am going to slowly make my trip up here. And last summer, this is where Brian found the 3 steps, the cast iron steps that were Ma Baker's steps going up. A few other fun finds here. But here we come up to the engine house. Here's the foghorn that exists now. We're coming through. Well, the engine house babies are sitting here singing. These are the engine house kids. Probably trying to convince mom for one more meal. But over here on the corner, let me just show you Ma Baker's, hi babies, Ma Baker's stairs that Bri found last summer, which are pretty cool. And over here is the platform for Ma Baker. Hopefully you can see it with the sun. We dragged those up with the ATV last summer. And over here, where that little green sign is where Ma Baker actually stood. So he's done a great job. He probably has about 200 feet left to go to get the rest of the perimeter. But there's Ma Baker. That's where she stood. And again, I just came up right there at the corner of the engine house, so that's where the Ma Baker debris field is, and it brings us down to the bell tower.